So next problem, that is second problem we are going to do in a Newton-Raphson method. So I am brushing my steps again. That is step 1, we have to find out the Y bus. Step 2, we have to fill out the bus data and find out what are the types of buses we are having. And step 3, we have to find out delta P, delta Q. Delta P and delta Q should be found out for PQ buses, while for PV buses we should only find out delta P value. And next fourth step, we have to find out our J matrix, and in the fifth step we will find the inverse of the J matrix and multiply it with delta P and delta Q, and these are for my iteration K. These all are for my iteration K. So for the next iteration, what I have to find out is I have to find out K plus 1 is equal to delta K plus delta K or delta V. The same steps I am going to do it again. So here also it is three buses are there, and the admittance is given because minus J9, the admittance value is given, so we can directly find out our Y bus. No need of doing with that impedance table. So Y bus is equal to 3 by 3 matrix. So Y11, Y12, Y13, Y21, Y22, Y23, Y31, Y32, Y33. So these are the 3 by 3 matrix we are going to find out. So what will be there? Y11 is all the things connected to first bus, that is Y12 and Y13. So that is equal to Y12 plus Y13. That value will be equal to Y12 is minus J9 and this is also minus J9. So it will be minus J18. So that will be equal to minus J18. And then what is Y12? Y12 will be equal to Y21. That will be equal to minus of Y12. So that will be equal to J9. And Y13 will be equal to Y31 will be equal to minus of Y13. That value Y13, that is J9. And what is Y21? Y21 already we found out. Then Y22 is equal to all the things connected to second bus. So that is equal to Y12 plus Y23. That will be again minus J18. And Y23 will be equal to Y32. That will be equal to minus of Y23. That is equal to J9. And Y21, 22, 23. Then 31 is there. 32 we have found out. And Y33 is equal to Y13 plus Y23, that is equal to minus J18. So this is the Y bus we have already found out for our problem, and it is very easy. Next what we will, I am rewriting my Y bus. Hence my Y bus is equal to minus J18, J9, 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 minus J18, J9, 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 and minus J18. This is the value I have got for my Y bus. And then what I have to do is I have to convert it into the polar form. How can we convert it into our polar form is the next thing. So what I will find out, I will find it out, that is minus, so mode I am keeping it in complex mode. So minus 9i. When it is converted to r theta, that will be 9 angle minus 1.57. So I can write it as minus 9i is equal to, okay, so here what I want to find out is not minus 9i. 9i is equal to 9 angle 1.57. So I can write it as 9 angle 1.57. Then what was 18, minus 18i, I am converting. So 18 minus 1.57, that's it, we want the value. Okay, so I can write it very clearly. So this will also be 9 angle 1.571, and this will be 9 angle 1.571, This will be 18 angle minus 1.571, 9 angle 1.571, 9 angle 1.571, 9 angle 0.571, and 18 angle minus 1.571. We are getting it because my calculator is in radian mode. Otherwise you will get in degree. You know it is 180 degree or something we will get. So this is in radian. I am using the calculator in radian mode. So I have found out my Y bus and converted it into the radian. And next what we have to do is we have to calculate our bus data. How will we calculate our bus data? So for getting bus data, what we will form a table. That table will be bus number and then generation value may be PG or QG, load or demand value, that may be PL or QL, and what are the voltage parameters, that is V and delta, and finally we will conclude what type of bus is it. So from the question what I have given is question is here. So what is the value? So value is 1.5 angle 0. So it is 1.05 angle is 0 and the type is PV bus. It is a slack bus because V and delta is given. And next is what is the second bus? Second bus they are given 3.2 per unit and a generator is there. So I am taking it as 3.2 per unit. My bus is 2 and generator is there and they have given the value 1. So I can take it as a PV bus. Okay, so I am taking it as a PV bus. And then third bus, for the third bus they are given as a load. So what I can write it as, it is 4.5 and 2.9 and no values is given. So this is a PQ bus. So my step 2 is also completed. So this was my step 1 and this is my step 2. So both the steps are completed and next I have to find out delta P, delta Q. And step 3 again I am going to find out my delta P and delta Q values for all the buses. So I is equal to 1, that is bus I is equal to 1, bus number 1, it is a slack bus, we don't have to do anything. And bus I is equal to 2, what is that bus? That bus is a PV bus, PG value and 1 value is there, so it is a PV bus and my iteration is 1 here, so it is a PV bus. What should I do for a PV bus? I have to find out delta P. Then what will be delta P? That delta P2, I have to find out delta P2. So delta P2 is equal to, what will be delta P2? That is P2 scheduled minus P2 calculated. Then what will be P2 scheduled? That is P2 generated minus P2 load minus P2 calculated. So P2 generated we also know it is 3.2. 3.2 minus 0 minus P2 calculated. So we have to find out P2 calculated. How can we find out P2 calculated? So PI calculated, I am writing my equation. PI calculated is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to total number of buses VI YIN VN and it was cos theta 2 theta IN plus delta n minus delta I. This was the equation for PI calculated. Hope you remember this. So what I am going to do is I am going to submit all the values here. P2 calculated. We have to write this equation very legibly so that we can use it for finding out our J matrix. So I am writing it as sigma n is equal to 1 to 3 V2 Y2n Vn into cos of theta 2n plus delta n minus delta 2. So this is my equation and I can write it as, that is V2 Y21 V1 into cos of theta 21 plus delta 1 minus delta 2 plus V2 and here also it will be V2. So I can write it as V2 square Y22 cos theta 22 plus delta 2 minus delta 2. So it is cos theta 22 plus V2 Y23 V3 cos theta 23 plus delta 3 minus delta 2. This will be the equation, and I have to substitute in this equation. So that is equal to, what is V2? V2 value, it is already given as 1. So 1 into, I am not writing that as 1 into, what is Y21 value? Y21 value is 9. 9 into V1 value is 1.05 into cos of, what is theta 21? Theta 21 value is 1.571, cos of 1.571. All other values are 0 plus V2 square. V2 value is again 1 square into Y22. Y22 value is 18 into cos theta 22. What is cos theta 22? Theta 22 value is minus 1.571. Cos of minus theta is always cos theta. No need of doing it. Still I am writing it. Plus V2 is 1 and Y23. What is Y23? Y23 value is again 9 into, what is V3 value? V3 value, it is not given, but it is a PQ bus. So I am assuming it as 1 again into cos, what is theta 23? Theta 23 is 1.571 delta 21 value, and all those values are equal to 0. So I am going to find it out. That is 9 into 1.05 into cos 1.571 plus, what is it, 18 into cos, what is it, minus 1.571 plus 9, what is it, 9 into cos 1.571. So that value will be equal to, we will check for the value. That value should be equal to minus 7. I will check once more. I have written that 7.4238 into 10 raised to minus 3 per unit. So we should note that if I am taking this 1.57 only, then what my value will be? It will be very different from this. That will be 0.02 it will come, not minus. It will be positive. So it depends. Our value varies depending on this values. We shouldn't. What we have to do, we shouldn't do it after rounding up so easily. So P2 calculated we will get, and then what I have to find out is what that is delta P2 is equal to, delta P2 is 3.2 minus P2 calculated, so plus 7.4238 into 10 raised to minus 3, that will be around 3.2 itself. We will check it out. So what we will do it, 7, the value will be 3.207 per unit. So delta P2 value will be 3.2074 per unit. Then what should I do? So I have found out for bus 2, that is a PV bus, and only I have to find out delta P2. So next what I will take it as, I will take my bus value as, what will be my bus value? I is equal to 3, and that bus is a PQ bus, So what I will do, I have to find out delta P and delta Q. So it is, now I have to find out delta P3. Delta P3 is equal to P3 scheduled minus P3 calculated, or is equal to P3 generated minus P3 load minus P3 calculated. So I am going to find out from my P3 calculated. That equation is here only, that is PI calculated. So what will I do? P3 calculated will be equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to n, then total number of buses V3 Y3n Vn cos theta 3n plus delta n minus delta c. So this will be my value for P3 calculated. So what is V3? V3, it is a PQ bus, so I have to assume it as 1 only. So 1 into what is Y31? That is, I am writing it as V3. Shall I take this V3? Very common. V3 value is 1 only, no? So Y31 V1 cos theta 31 plus delta 1 minus delta 3 plus Y32, that value V2 into cos theta 32 plus delta 2 minus delta 3 plus Y33 into V3 square. It will be V3 square into cos theta 33. This will be our equation, and now I have to substitute my values for doing this equation. What was Y31? Y31 was this. So that is equal to 1 into 9 into V1. V1 value is 1.05 into cos of theta 31. What was theta 31? That is 1.571 plus Y32 is 9 into V2 value, which is 1 again. So into cos theta 32 value will be 1.571, delta 2 and all those values are 0, plus Y33. What is Y33? 18 into V3 square into cos theta 33 is minus 1.571, and we have to calculate this values. That is equal to, I am finding it out, that is, I am using a bracket into 9 into 1.05 into cos 1.571 plus 9 into cos 1.571 plus 18 into cos of minus 1.571. So that value will be equal to, again I am getting a very small value corresponding to the same value I am getting, that is minus 7.4238 into 10 raised to minus 3 per unit. And what I have to do is, I have to calculate a delta P3. That delta P3 value will be equal to, delta P3 is equal to, what will be the value? The P3 generated. Is there any P3 there for the question? Any P3 there? No P3 was there. But load is given. So P3 was 0 minus 4.5 minus P3 calculated, that is plus 7.423. So that value will be equal to, where is my calculator? So that value will be equal to, minus, answer is equal to, oh I'm sorry, what happened? Oh. That is 7 into 10 raised to minus 3 is a 7.4238 9 into 10 raised to minus 3 minus 4.5 is equal to minus 4.4923 per unit. So my value will be, delta P3 value will be minus 4.4923 per unit. But since this is a PQ bus, we have to find out delta Q also. Delta Q is equal to, that is delta Q3 is equal to, we should find out Q3 scheduled minus Q3 calculated. For that we have to find out Q3 scheduled. Q3 scheduled will be equal to Q3 generated minus Q3 load. So 0 minus load, it is given as the value, it is 2.9. So minus 2.9 per unit. Minus 2.9 per unit it will be. Next we have to calculate the Q3 generated. So Q3 calculated. So what will be the equation for Q3? So I am calculating again. I have to find out for Q3 calculated. So my general equation Qi calculated will be equal to sigma minus of sigma n is equal to 1 to n VI, YIN, VN, and it is sine theta IN plus delta N minus delta I. This will be the equation. So from that I am calculating my Q2 calculated is equal to minus of sigma N is equal to 1 to 3 V2 Y. Sorry, I have to find out Q3 no. So it is V3 Y3N VN sine theta 3N plus delta N minus delta 3. So this should be my value. So I am elaborating it. This is required when we have to find out our J matrix. That's why I am elaborating it. Okay, so that is V3 Y3N V31 Y3 V1 into sine theta 31 plus delta 1 minus delta 3 plus what I have to do it V3 Y32 V2 sine theta 32 plus delta 2 minus delta 3 plus V3 square Y33 into sine of theta 33. So all this I should keep it outside. There will be a bracket. So I have to substitute the values and I have to find out it. So V3 value is 1. What is Y31 value? Y31 value is 9 into 1.05 into sine of 1.571 plus this V3 value is 1. Y32 value is 9 into V2 value is again 1 sine theta 32 value is 1.571 plus V3 square. What is V3 square? 18 square. 18 square V3 square into Y33. What is Y33? Sorry, V3 square it is 1 and what is Y33? Y33 is 18 into, so this value 18 into sine of minus 1.571. So I have to do it. So I am doing it in the calculator. So what I will get is 9 into 1.05 into sine of 1.571 plus 9 into sine of 1.571 plus 18 into sine of minus 1.571. What will be the value? Oh, I have got some error. That value will be 0.44. Okay, Q3 calculated will be 4.4499. Okay, so I am taking it as that is 0.5 and I am checking whether I have added a minus in front. No, I haven't added a minus in front. So what I have to do is that is minus 0.49449. So 0.45 per unit. Q3 calculated is minus 0.45 per unit. Then what we have to calculate is delta Q3 is equal to, what was our value? We have already had is Q3 is, it was minus 2.9 per unit minus Q3 calculated will be plus 0.45. So minus 2.9, you will get it as minus 2.9 plus 0.45. The value will be minus 2.45. So that will be equal to minus 2.45 per unit. So this we have to find. We have found out our delta Q3 also. Next what we have to find out is our step 3. For step 3 what we have for step 4 we have to find out our J matrix. So I am writing it as general equation is delta P delta Q is equal to some matrix J into delta, delta and delta V. This is our matrix. So I have to find out delta J. So how many buses are there? We already know it is 2 buses. See, this is our question. This is our second question. So already 3 buses are there and we have the bus data also with us, isn't it? So this is the bus data we have, and with this delta P, the second bus, we have found out delta P2, delta P3, delta Q3. So what is? There is only one delta P2 and delta P3 and delta Q3. Now Q2 is there, is equal to some matrix into, that is delta value, delta, delta 2, delta, delta 3 is there. Delta V2 is already given, so no need of finding out, but we have to find out delta V3. This is absolute magnitude of delta V3. So what will be this matrix? I have told you, you have to form first row numerator will be the same row. So dou P2 by, so I am writing dou P2 and by in this order, dou delta 2, dou delta 3, dou V3. Next is dou P3 by dou delta 2, dou P3 by dou delta 3, dou P3 by dou V3, and next is dou Q3 by dou delta 2, dou Q3 by dou delta 3, dou Q3 by dou V3. This is the matrix. So this will be our J1 matrix and this will be J2 matrix. This will be, sorry, this is J3, this will be J2 and this will be J4. So J1 will be dou P by dou delta, J2 will be dou P by dou V2 or V, and J3 will be equal to dou Q by dou delta, and J4 will be equal to dou Q by dou V. So this is the matrix we are going to find out. That I will be uploaded in the next part. Okay.